How's it going, everyone? So today we're going to go over some sneak peek modifiers coming to Absolum in 1.1. Let's go over this. What threads of fate shall we weave? Mystic ordeals are coming to Absolum with the upcoming 1.1 update. Shape your destiny by customizing each run with a variety of customizers to create unique and challenging runs. Challenging is an understatement from ones I've seen so far. So they only showcase 5 in this GIF, so we're gonna go over each one. This is Legion Ordeal. Enemy life, 25%. Enemy multiplier, 300%. Enemy aggression high. Shot prices, 150%. Jeez! Are they crazy? That's definitely gonna be a crazy one to add. Enemy multiplier, 300? Is that gonna be 300% more enemies out there on the field? We'll have to see. We have Guardian Ordeal. Physical damage, 25%. Ritual damage, 25%. Punish damage, 1,000%. This must be a better modifier. Because I wonder if physical damage is both for you and the enemy. Ritual damage, 25%. Punish damage, 1,000%. You can be feeling like a god tier if you run this. Mania Ordeal. Enemy aggression high. Enemy speed, 150%. Enemy multiplier, 150%. So if you stack this with the other multiplier, you can have a crazy amount of enemies on screen. And they say they can add 3 or 4 players to this game. So just a side note right here, I think they should add at least 3 characters to play at once. I think 4 would be a little bit too much with all this stuff is going on, but maybe they could add some sliders so the visual isn't so crazy on screen. I think if they add that, then I think possibly they could add at least 3 playable characters at once on screen. Or maybe even 4, but I think 4 will be pushing it, but I think 3 is a sweet spot. Just add 3 players in this game. Absolum is amazing. My buddies love to play this game. It just sucks that it's stuck to a duo and some other person wants to play and they can't. Add 3 players. Please. Come on. Add 3 players to Absolum. Just add a slider bar that effects on screen are diminished or lessened by a degree. I think that will definitely do well for the accessibility for the game and just the ability to add another playable character on screen. I guess let's keep going. Also, let me know what you think about that. Should Absolum have the ability to have 3 or 4 playable characters at once and not just 2? I know it's a split 50-50. A lot of people say 2 is enough. A lot of people want a 4-player co-op. Let me know your thoughts down below. All right, we got Sacrifice Ordeal. Player life steal 5%. Arcana cost 20 FP. Arcana gauges none. So you have unlimited gauges, I'm assuming. So you do life steal per hit. So I'm assuming you get 5% life back per kill or per hit. And then Arcana costs 20 HP, just like an old school beat 'em up where if you do a special, your life is taken away versus like a bar being used. So this is going definitely old school vibes. They had this in Marvel Cosmic Invasion. They have this in OG beat 'em up games. Like if you do a super, your life gauge is going to go down. But that's pretty cool that they added life steal into this ordeal or modifier. Next one we have is Ritualist Ordeal. Ritual damage 200%, physical damage 25%. Jeez, this is a strong one too. But I'm wondering if the enemies do 25% more damage or it's just you as a character do 25% more damage. Ritual damage, you're going to be strong as heck. So they kind of want to have some buff modifiers and then they have some debuff modifiers as well. Like that first one we saw, crazy. Last one here is random levels. Yes! Random levels within realm, random enemies, yes. We finally have it. Marvel Cosmic Invasion needs this modifier. We have Mayhem Ordeal, random levels. So I wonder how they're going to do that. I assume that they are going to have the same routes. You're not going to just blindly go through routes. The same routes are going to be there. Maybe the same bosses are going to be in those locations. But just the area and the enemies that aren't supposed to be there are going to be there. Like the routes are going to stay the same, but everything is just mixed up. You might get like enemies from the fog. You might get enemies from the forest. You might attack the soldiers. You might attack the goblins, you know, whatever. That's pretty cool. I like that. The random levels and random enemies. I think that's a huge perk to keep things fresh, especially if you like certain paths in your run. I think this is a major bonus to switch things up. Like I said, certain people, I have a path that I like to take. It's probably the most optimized path. And to have that randomized in a way, I think it's going to be a great deal for replay value. All right, guys, that's it for the 5 ordeals that they did showcase. or the modifiers that they showcased. What do you guys think? Are you guys still playing Absolum? Are you guys excited for 1.1? I am super stoked, especially seeing these modifiers and how we could change our gameplay run to run. I think it's going to give this game even more replayability than it already has. I'm excited to jump in and just test myself and see how far you could push it in even harder modifiers. Adding a hard modifier, adding one that gives you a ton of bonuses, adding a randomizer. I think it's going to switch things up for sure in this game. I'm excited to see what else they want to pump out into 1.1, and I'm excited to see what else Absolum has in store in the future. Are we going to get a DLC? Are we going to get additional characters? Are we going to get additional zones? I hope so. Let me know your thoughts. Would you like to see more characters in this game? Would you like to see a different biome in this game as well? More paths, more possibilities, maybe even more rituals or relics as well to make things even more crazier. But add 3 players to this game. Like I said, add a slider to lessen the effects on screen when you are playing. I think that will do a ton if you do add more characters. If you guys are listening, add 3 characters at least. I know 4 is a lot. I know you guys had 2 characters for Streets of Rage 4, but add 3 characters to Absolum. I think it would take this game to the next level to have another player with you. You can have a bunch of pets with you. I mean, what's another character on screen? But you have to add the slider on screen so you're able to see yourself, or just maybe highlight your character too. So in the midst of everything going on with the craziness, especially have some god tier builds, you're going to need that. All right, guys, let me know what you think of these modifiers. Do they interest you? I think the one that really caught my eye was the randomizer. I think that's a great one that they added, and Marvel Cosmic Invasion has to add that one as well, because it'll definitely spice up your runs in Marvel Cosmic Invasion than they already are, especially in arcade mode. I think that really spice things up and get people excited to play, or maybe dive back in for a little bit before we get the big news for that game. All right, guys, let me know if you're excited. Let me know what you would like to see from Absolum. What are some of your wish list things that you would like to see? Leave in the comments below. Like I said, I would love 3-player mode, new characters, new biomes. That's on my wish list. Let me know your wish list down below. All right, guys, have a great one. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe. And if you guys want to stay in touch when I do drop content, click that bell notification down below because it'll mean a lot to me. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the support through last year. In the beginning of this year, it means so much to me. You guys are making a dream come true. So thank you so much. All right, guys, stay rising, stay amazing. Until next time, peace.